he didn't do the marriage ceremony for trading.
Yeah.
Women are more spiritually attuned.
The man has to clear his mind.
Yeah.
Let her seek audience with a man.
Yes, welcome to Share with Noble. And today we have a topic that may interest you, and that it has to do with a lady that actually got wedded with her husband in their church. And because of the paucity of funds at that time, decided to use the church premises as an event center, for the reception. And in the course of that reception, they received some some gifts as usual from their various guests. But unfortunately, well, maybe you say fortunately too, whatever they received was not remitted. No part of it was remitted to the church. And the pastor later called the husband to say, you have to give 10% of whatever accrued to you as a result of this wedding as tithe to the church. Otherwise, you will be suspended from your position as a member of this church. The wife is worried because she doesn't want to hear that word, suspend. And therefore, she has been urging the husband to go pay the tithe or bring the tithe to the church so that they will remain in the church. But the husband is saying, even we make loss, because what I spent or what we spent for that wedding reception is far, far more than the gifts we received. And therefore, pastor cannot be talking about tithe when in fact we made losses. But in the midst of all this, the woman is still worried that she wants the husband to do something. What is your advice to her on one side and to the husband? Because she may be listening to us, but she will convey your advice to the husband. So with me in the studio is Mrs. Chukura Victoria. You are welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And Gray Amona, you are also welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Now, you heard my story.
Yeah.
The man and the wife failed to pay tithes or give tithes to the church, and the pastor is not happy, and he's threatening them now with a suspension. What do you advise the couple to do?
Yeah, as the woman is worried. The one worried now because the man is concluding that they made loss.
Yeah.
It's not marriage or marriage ceremony or marriage activity. It's not supposed to be counted on gain.
Okay.
It's a marriage ceremony that people comes, they attend. He didn't do the marriage ceremony for trading.
Yeah.
So it's not a trading activity.
Okay.
So even if the pastor did not ask them, they are supposed to know that whatever we get to we'll give pastor or we'll give to the church 10%. If they claim to be elders in the church, the husband is supposed to know better.
Okay.
That the man is saying because they made loss, she should make the man to realize that they didn't go there to trade. It was not trading in the first place. She should be diplomatic about it though, because since the man is claiming losses now, and he's standing his ground that he will not give anything to the church. So she should educate the man on in short, even if not the church, the wedding or anything, whatever you earn, you're supposed to pay 10% to the church. Is it not so?
Yeah.
But in doing this thing and at the end of the day waited for pastor to come and remind you, it's not just it doesn't look nice for the status in the church.
Okay.
But now that the woman needs solution, the woman should pray first before approaching him and explain to him, let him know that they did not go there to trade. It's a normal thing that anybody, a believer, should do. It is right.
Okay, I'll come back to you. So, Gray, your perspective on this matter.
I don't know whether the whole thing is conceived as conventional tithe to the church, which is a biblical thing, or tithe in respect of that marriage ceremony. We have to clarify. Where do you go from here? Is it
go from anywhere you like, because the information available to us says that they received some gifts from people, invited guests.
Yes.
And the pastor was expecting them to part with 10% of whatever they received as gifts.
Okay, so it customarily coheres with the notion of tithe.
Yes.
And that one is a no-go area for any believer, like what Madam said. So, it was expected that the man, should have, read between the lines, not to be educated as if he's an infant. Yes, the tithe is built into, the tradition of the church, and it is beyond debate. And but then, you see, when you temper justice with sympathy or mercy, it's also part of God consciousness. So slamming the couple with the threat of suspension, to me, will have been looked at as rather on the harsh side. It is something. If the man ought to have actually blazed the trail by going to the man of God and maybe doing some explanation. So if that explanation meets a brick wall, there's no positive response, that's when the issue of because as you can see, the woman is feeling it
more because of the suspension tag on it.
Yes, women are more crass and indifferent to issues of morality, especially centering on a relationship with God. Because women are more sensitive. That's the truth. Women are more sensitive. Women are more spiritually attuned to decipher the implications of whatever happens. That's why the woman is feeling.
Yes, I come back to you again. When Val told me about this story and that I was going to talk about it, I contacted somebody higher than me and more knowledgeable in this kind of issues, and he told me, he said, let the woman find money by all means by herself, and give to the pastor in confidence, and let the pastor also know that she raised this money as the tithe. That he may not necessarily need to tell his husband, in order for her husband to retain his dignity and not having any feelings. So do you subscribe to that? Because the woman is worried.
Yes, I do. If she can, let her go ahead to do it. That will save her, the husband, from so many embarrassments. It's embarrassment. For the pastor to threaten them with suspension, I would say is not necessary, because so many people don't even pay normal tithes from their earnings. And if you look at it, it was a wedding reception. They didn't trade. They didn't earn. They didn't earn. That work to earn. I don't know how to put it well, but that's the word. It is from your earnings, from your work that you work to get money. That's what you pay tithe from now. If you want to look at it critically, because it was a social gathering. Like they didn't gain anything as according to the man. I think that's where the husband is looking at. They didn't go to trade so as to make profit or loss. They didn't trade. So if to look at it, they even incur losses according to the man. That's why he's refusing to pay. But since the thing is bothering the woman based on the suspension tax, I think she should go ahead, look for money. But I would not like to do it without informing the man. Because the man has to clear his mind. The man has to be convinced that yes, it is right for us to pay this. Because the man, if he's not convinced, he's trying to face the suspension. And he will begin to tell people it's because of the wedding. This is pastor say come and pay tithe. From what? From what? That I did reception in the church, and he must have contributed to building of the church. He must have worked in the church. So it was uncalled for. But because of the suspension tag, to allow peace to reign and to save themselves from the embarrassment, the woman should do it, but she should inform the man.
Okay, Gray, your final take on this matter.
Yes, if you
the woman has decided to pay.
Yes.
Is it right?
I'm just talking about the sensitivity of the woman related to the woman. Women feel the embarrassment more, than us men. Men, we simply, stand as akimbo and watch, wait for the food and chop and clean up.
I'm sure the man will not pay.
Okay.
If she tells the problem there, Madam Tithe, if the man is not informed, there might be a snack.
Yeah.
He may not
Understand? The man that might even cause some like a mental scuffle between man and woman, between husband and wife. The man does not know that the woman is trying to go the extra mile. Because when matters come to a head, it's the woman that actually bears the brunt, of male, frailties and indiscretions. But the authority is already entrenched, and is a man. Let her seek audience with a man. My advice is, if the man does not cooperate, she should go ahead and save the family from avoidable embarrassment. Yes.
Okay.
She should go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Let's just draw this segment now to a close. Meanwhile, yes, you are worried as a woman about what is pending. That's the suspension toga that is hovering around your head and your husband and that of your husband. But meanwhile, you have had a Gray Amona. It's a suggestion, and that of Mrs. Chukura. And the bottom line is that yes, you can raise money, whatever it is, because after all, pastor is not saying pay 20,000, pay 100,000. You are the one that can determine what 10% of whatever you realize means. And if you are in a position to give it to your pastor, to give it to the church, but don't forget also that you must have to use wisdom to actually present to your husband the actions you want to take in the interest of the family. And if you do that and you are successful right from home before the church, definitely you will have conquered. And therefore, thank you very much for bringing the matter before us. And of course, we hope that if you get solution, you get back to us again and letting us know that you have actually resolved the issue. Now, if you have been watching, your comment is also very, very essential. So not just watch, you have to comment, like, and share. And of course, press the notification button so that similar updates can be received by you. My name remains Augustino Milo, and I have been with Gray Amona on my left and Mrs. Chukura on the right. Thank you very much.